Hey YouTube, it's Katie, and today is Thursday. Well, it's late Thursday. Let's see. Today is my week 40 update with lap band. Again, to backtrack, if you are new, which if you are new, all new subscribers, thank you and welcome. I started with lap band on December 17th, 2009 at 308.6 pounds. Today again is week 40, so in 40 weeks I've lost some weight. I'm pretty excited about that. And that's what we're here for, right? We're looking for encouragement, support, helpful hints and tricks, and knowledge. So in 40 weeks I've learned a lot, and I've lost a lot, which is fun. So number wise, last week I was at 222.2. And again, I started at 308.6, so that's exciting. And this week, I am down to, drumroll, 219.6. I am finally in the two teens. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I was really getting sick of those 220s, as I do with every 10, pound group that I visit, if you will. So now I'm in the teens, two teens, which is fun. Because then my next group of 10 pounds is where I hit my 100-pound mark. And then after that, I'm in Wonderland. Holy shitballs. So, sorry, I'm a cusser. We'll move on. So, overall, what is that? 80, let me think here. 89 pounds even, actually. 89 pounds. Wow. I remember, I was having a talk with my friend who, non-weight loss surgery, and she was like, where did you see yourself 9 months ago? Did you imagine that you would have lost almost 90 pounds? And I was really hopeful. I know when I first made the decision to get lap band, I said, God, I really hope I lose 100 pounds. That'd be amazing. I had no idea how much mentally and physically, more mentally, that it was going to affect me. And I'm going to get into all that in here in just a second, but I think the mental piece of this, the benefits of it, just amazing. So we'll get to that in a second. I want to first talk about some non-scale victories, NSVs if you will. I had a couple this week, one that's so huge to me, so excited. But first I'll start with one as simple as the towel I wrap around me when I get out of the shower. I've always been a girl who had to have like the beach whale tail or whale towel because I was, I was 308.6 pounds. So the regular bath towels would not wrap around. So I got out of the shower sometime in the past week, and my husband had a regular towel hanging over like a towel hook, and I picked it up, wrapped it. It went all the way around, and I like folded it, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm wearing like a regular towel. So of course I take a picture, send in my accountability girls. I'm like, oh my god, non-scale victory. I was excited. So that was fun. Non-scale victory number 2, which you saw in my last video. If you watched the picture video, which I love doing picture videos because I love watching picture videos. To see someone's before and afters, it motivates me. So that's why I do them. And it keeps me motivated with how far I've come and how far I still want to go. So, but if you watched it, you'll know that I got back into my leather coat that I wore in high school, and it's a size, I think it's a size large or extra large. I think it's an extra large leather coat from the Gap that I wore back in 1998. So that's awesome that I'm back in it. And the biggest non-scale victory this week was I have run total in the past week 4 5Ks. Non-stop. That's right. I, who did the Couch to 5K program, which I don't really know why they call it that, because you're not really going from couch to 5K, you're going from couch to 30 minutes, which if you can run a 30-minute 5K, more power to you. I could not. But I went from running the Couch to 5K program to working my way up to running a 5K. And the other day, in fact, it was on my 9-month surgery date, I went to the gym, and I didn't tell anybody that I was going to do it because I thought, what if I fail? I have a lot of self-doubt. Whatever, who doesn't? And I went to the gym, and I busted out a 5K, and I have to tell you, I was shocked with myself. I was like, I kind of like, went to like the bathroom afterwards and like where the lockers are, and I just like stood there and looked at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, you just ran a 5K. That's amazing. I'm so excited. And I'm excited that I know I can keep going because 9 months ago I didn't think I'd be able to run a 5K, and here I am running 4 of them this week, which is nuts. I will say though, and the reason I'm saying this is because I watched Melly Jean, can't think of the exact number, anyway, Melissa, I watched her video, and she seemed kind of down, and she was talking about how she's running the Couch 5K indoors on a treadmill, but then she went outside to run. It was so much harder, and Melissa, could not agree more. I'm one of those people who, I can run on a treadmill like it's nothing, but you put me outside and I'm like dying after 20 seconds. I'm like, oh my god. So it's physically harder, and some people say it's opposite. When they run outside, they can run for days, but if they get on a treadmill, they get bored and just can't do it. So maybe it's just what you're used to. I don't know. It is what it is. But I ran 4 5Ks this week, non-stop. Huge. Okay, so I had a conversation. I have 2 people in my life, non-weight loss surgery, who are great to me. They are great friends to me, and are just so incredibly supportive and happy. Not only happy with what I've done, but happy for me, and they can see a change, and not just physically. And what I mean is, I've had conversations with my close friends, and what I love and I wasn't aware of is that, yes, physically you can see my body changing, but the conversations I've had with them has not just been about physical change. It's been about mental change. My friend said to me, you changed so much in the past 9 months, and I'm like, yeah, I've lost weight. And she's like, no, I'm not just talking about like physical, like mentally, like you're different. And I'm like, well, I hope in a good way. She's like, no, like you're just becoming you're becoming what you should have been. You're becoming so much more happy and bubbly, and you just enjoy things so much more. And I'm like, wow, you can see that? And she's like, well, yeah, how could you not see that? So that was really, really cool. And I think we kind of forget, when we're trying to lose weight, yeah, we want to physically look better, but what about everything else that goes with it, about feeling better, about having people notice that your attitude and your self-being, is getting better too, it means a lot. And for those 2 people in my life to make different comments at different times about things like that, and one friend just being super supportive all along the way of, have you hit the 219s yet? Have you hit the 2 teens? They have no idea how much they help me, and they're not even weight loss surgery patients. Not that I don't appreciate my weight loss community people, like, my accountability or you guys on YouTube, but to have people who have been with me all along recognize and say things like that, means the world to me. So I'm lucky to have the best of both worlds. My weight loss people, and also my people that I've come on this journey with beforehand. So that makes me happy and smile internally and externally. So another thing I want to talk about, which I have had conversations with some people recently, is about fighting the fight. I know I've said a billion times about, make this your own journey, but what is your journey? Are you a person who counts no more than 800 calories a day, works out 2 hours a day, or are you a person who works out twice a week, or are you a person, whatever you do, whoever you are, what's your journey? What does your process look like? Does it always work? Does it not always work? What triggers you to give up? What triggers you to want to be bad? What triggers, those things that keep you from doing what you should be doing, which is fighting the fight? For me, I know what my problem is. I get excited and I get cocky and I cheat. So I'm aware of that issue. Believe me, I'm trying to work on that issue, but it has not gone away. And I was having a conversation with, I hope she doesn't mind me using her name and calling her out, but I was having a conversation with Casey Quinn. And we were discussing, like, we had no idea 9 months in that it was still going to be so hard mentally. If you had asked me 9 months ago, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to have this down within 3 months. I'll know exactly what I can eat and how big the portions can be, blah, blah, horseshit, okay? 9 months in, it's a constant struggle every day. It is literally a food addiction. I think about it. I can still smell it. Again, my husband had pizza this week, and I almost honestly cried when he would not let me have a breadstick. Like, physically, mentally, I was just like distraught. And he was like, you're the one who asked me to not let you have one. I'm like, oh my god, you're right. Wow. So I don't know if it ever goes away. I hope someday it'll get a lot better. You know, I can't wish for it to 100% go away. That'd be awesome, but I'm being realistic. But I'm hoping it gets better, you know, and it's just hard. So, but I know that, you know, and I look back and I'm like, yeah, it's hard, but I've kicked ass. I've lost almost 90 pounds. Like, come on, you know, give myself some credit. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that I have already got to this point, that I'm almost 90 pounds down. You know, my goal is 170 pounds, so I have like 50 to go, which is weird. It feels so far away, but I'm like, I've already come 90 of that. Like, I'm way over half of my, you know, halfway mark, so I know I will get there, because I keep fighting the fight. You know, there are days when I don't do as well, but that doesn't mean I'm a failure. Just because I eat something bad or don't work out or whatever it is for one day does not mean I'm a failure. I make the decision the next day to get back up, to make it a fresh start, and you know, be, what is it Wendy says, be the change you want to be, see, something to that effect. That is, it's true. You know, you have to, you know, clean that slate from the day before and start fresh. So that's what I'm trying to focus on every single day, because it's not getting easier yet. Hopefully it will, but I'm not there yet. So anyway, almost 90 pounds down, 89 to be exact. So hopefully next week I'll hit that 90-pound mark. That's a huge milestone. I'm excited about that. But that's my weekly update. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next week. I am going out of town this weekend to Bar Harbor, Maine. I'm excited about that. I'm going with some family. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'll take some pictures and I'll show you guys next week. But until then, have a good week. Bye.